talk a little bit about the receivers because
Yeah.
USC didn't have a single touchdown from a wide receiver, I believe.
Yes.
Which was very weird dichotomy. Last year, they didn't have any touchdowns from tight ends. They had 2 days ago, Tabarachi and McCree, and then a bunch from the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby Lane wasn't all that impressed with him, but I'm not worried. I'm gonna say that. I'm not worried. Makai Lemon did great though. I loved Makai Lemon's game. What'd you see out of the receiving room? We got to see Tanook Hines also get in there and some of the new guys.
Yeah, great take from Jeff here. I love seeing Tanook Hines. I will be honest, it was a little surprising seeing him listed over a bunch of those guys on the depth chart. I thought he was great, though. He was a great blocker. Overall, played very well, especially, we talked about first start for a lot of these guys. Jacoby, I'm not worried about him. Yeah, he had some drops. He still, once he got the ball in his hand, moved pretty well with it. There was one, I believe it was either a wide receiver screen or jailbreak screen, something like that got him the ball in space. He was able to maneuver for 10 or so yards. Not sure exactly how many. The depth perception is a little off when you're in the student section. Makai looked fantastic. I just want to so simply put that. Should have had a touchdown if Jaden could have hit him. Should have had like 8 receptions for 120 some odd yards and a touchdown. Doesn't matter. I'm not that worried. He's getting open. He is easily making catches. He is creating space off the ball. Once he gets the ball, he's creating space. I thought he was fantastic. I'll stand on the take that he is the second best receiver in the Big Ten by far, easily top 5 in the country.
I want to overreact. I think Makai Lemon is a Biletnikoff finalist.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy to say that at all.
Yeah. I know he was like on the watch list, right? But I think he could genuinely win it. Jeremiah Smith didn't play all that good this week. Tyson didn't play for ASU, right?
He had 140 and 2 touchdowns and 13 receptions.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why I thought that. The ESPN Plus feed for the Arizona State game, I had to listen on the radio. I don't know, like everyone was experiencing this issue. No one could really watch the ASU game on ESPN Plus. No, you're right. I see that now. But I didn't think Smith played that good. Ryan Williams had a few drops.
Great shout, Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a few drops in that game. But I think this could be a 2-legged race between Makai Lemon and Jordan Tyson. I don't think that's that crazy.
So it's not crazy to say that. However, he's going to have to stat pad against Georgia Southern and Purdue if he wants to do that. Because obviously he didn't play in the second half, and I'm totally fine with that because save him for when they actually need him. Jordan Tyson, though, as I just mentioned, 14 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 140 against NAU. And of course, Arizona State was in kind of a dogfight against Northern Arizona, which does not look good for them. But Lemon would need to play more, I think, if he wants to actually earn the award and get the stats that would show this is the best receiver in college football, because it is always going to be a question of right now it's always going to be, I'll throw Jordan Tyson in there, but Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams. That's who the national media is looking at. It's these 2 phenom sophomores. They didn't play that good against Florida State and Texas. It is, of course, Florida State and Texas, though, compared to a Missouri State. Makai, he had 7 receptions, 90 yards. He's going to need more if he wants to be up there with them, though.
Yeah, but he had that also in like 1 quarter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But if you look, I think college football voters for everything are stupid, and they box score watch a lot. And, when USC isn't playing, and that can be a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, you look at it, you see USC 173-13. At the same time, you look at it, Makai Lemon, only 7 receptions and 90 yards.
You also have to think Makai Lemon has to share a receiving room with, a really solid group across the board, even the depth players. I mean, sharing with Jacoby Lane, he's going to lose out on touchdown opportunities. It's just how it's going to work, especially with USC's run game, how good it is. I also think, at the end of the day, I believe USC only has 1 Biletnikoff winner ever, Marqise Lee, if I'm remembering correctly. I know Jordan Addison was before he came to USC, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but that's just off my head.
Keyshawn Johnson must have won it.
I don't know about that.
Crazy?
I think
you might be right.
Was the first ever USC Biletnikoff winner in 2012, 13?
Yeah, 2012.
Okay. But there's a reason for that because USC has depth. USC always has depth receiving wise. There was a big reason why they didn't really get a lot of love last year receiving wise because they had Kyron Hudson, they had Kyle Ford. They had a lot of different receivers that were very well versed in college football. They were older guys. Now it's the younger guys stepping up. like Makai Lemon, Jacoby Lane, who aren't young anymore necessarily, but they haven't played a whole lot their careers. They both really didn't play their freshman years. So I think it could be one of those things to look at. I think it's a really big test though for Jordan Tyson. Week 2, we were talking a little bit before the show started. I know this isn't an ASU podcast, but ASU is playing Mississippi State, at Mississippi State. I know they're not a good team, but it could be a tough place to play. I think we'll definitely be watching to see how Jordan Tyson plays. And whereas Makai Lemon, who surely will get a lot of touches this week against Georgia Southern.
Yeah. And we'll get to Georgia Southern in 1 second. I did like what I see. I liked seeing a lot of just Jacoby and Makai. Because, we talked a lot about how USC's last couple of years, especially since we've been here, it's been just a lot of 5-6 receivers that they switch in and out. And that way, a lot of these guys, they can't really rack up lots of stats. But we saw a lot more when USC at the start is just trying to get things established, get things going. We're seeing a lot of Makai, Jacoby, and then, 2 tight end sets. I love seeing that. I really like seeing that because I think that is where you're getting the most talent is when you have Lake McCree, Wayman Jordan, not necessarily Walker Lyons, but throw him in there, and then Jacoby and Makai. I like seeing that a lot. And that's, of course, no disrespect to the other receivers. I just think that those 2 are the alphas. That's who you need to lean on.